We are here to witness the final stage of a 23-year military career and to thank one of the Army's best soldiers. Thanks for his many contributions, which have helped to make the Army and Detachment Civic Action Team an invincible force in our never-ending fight for peace in this sometimes troubled world. Thanks for training the next generation of soldiers to meet the unpredictable challenges of tomorrow. Just as this is the end of one phase in his life, it is the beginning of another. We wish him every success in the future as he looks forward to new challenges and rewards. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to Sergeant Andrada's wife, Nini, his sons, Orlando, Richard Jr., and Gabriel. I know that you, more than any of us, are aware of the sacrifices that your husband has made in the service of our country, and I speak for the entire unit when I say how pleased we are to have you here today. Master Chief Donnie Lynch will now read Sergeant Andrada's military Bible.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to participate in Sergeant Andrada's retirement. Nini and the Andrada family, thank you for your sacrifice. Ron. Sergeant First Class Andrada was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. He entered the United States Army in August of 1982. He attended basic training and advanced individual training as an infantryman at Fort Benning, Georgia. He left the Army after completing his initial enlistment and re-entered the Army 9 months later as a carpentry masonry engineer in May 1985, attending advanced individual training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Sergeant Andrada's assignments include infantryman for HHC, United States Army, Yongsan, Korea. Infantryman for 3rd Battalion, 60th Infantry, Fort Lewis, Washington. Team leader, Construction Engineering Platoon, Bravo Company, 94th Engineering Combat Heavy Battalion, Darmstadt, Germany. Squad leader, Construction Engineering Platoon, Charlie Company, 864th Engineering Combat Heavy Battalion, Presidio, San Francisco, California. United States Army recruiter for the South Bay Recruiting Company, United States Army Recruiting Battalion, Sacramento. Construction supervisor for Directorate of Public Works, HHC, Army Central Command, Camp Doha, Kuwait. Platoon Sergeant, Company Operations Sergeant, Alpha Company, 864th Engineering Combat Heavy Battalion, Fort Lewis, Washington. Sergeant First Class Andrada's current position is Construction Operations Officer, 45th Corps Support Group, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, detailed to United States Pacific Command, Detachment Civic Action Team, Guam, serving in the Federated States of Micronesia and the Republic of Palau. Sergeant First Class Andrada's military and civilian education include Combat Infantry Training Course, Carpentry and Masonry Specialist Course, Nuclear, Biological, and Chemical Course, Primary Leadership Development Course, Basic Non-Commissioned Officers Course, Alcohol and Drug Testing Coordinator Course, Armor Recruiting Course, Advanced Non-Commissioned Officers Course, Force Protection Unit Advisor Course. Sergeant First Class Andrada holds an associate's degree in liberal arts from Columbia College Welding and a welding certificate from Airco Technical Institute. He plans to continue his civilian education in civil engineering at Olympia, Washington. Sergeant First Class Andrada's awards and decorations include Meritorious Unit Commendation, Joint Service Commendation, Army Commendation Medal, 2 oak leaf clusters, Joint Service Achievement Medal, Army Achievement Medal, 2 oak leaf clusters, Joint Meritorious Service Unit Award, Army Good Conduct Medal, Silver Loop, National Defense Service Medal, Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, Southeast Asia Service Medal, 3 Bronze Stars, Humanitarian Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Non-Commissioned Officers Personal Development Medal, numeral 3, Army Service Medal, Overseas Service Ribbon, 4 awards, Kuwait Liberation Medal, and NATO Medal. United States Gold Recruiting Badge, 3 sapphires, Driver's Badge, and Expert Marksmanship Badge. Sergeant First Class Andrada married the former Nini Asako, and they have 3 children, Orlando, Richard Jr., and Gabriel. They will make their new home in Olympia, Washington. Thank you.
officer in charge will now present a certificate of appreciation from the President of the United States of America, also known as our Commander-in-Chief. For the service in the Armed Forces of the United States, Sergeant First Class Richard Andrade, United States Army, I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution and honorable service to your country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of the military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps. For all Americans who join me in saluting you for a job extremely well done, my best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, George Bush, Commander-in-Chief. Lieutenant Wallace will now present Sergeant Andrade with a citation for the Meritorious Service Medal. Citation to accompany the award of Meritorious Service Medal to Richard I. Andrade. Sergeant First Class Richard I. Andrade, United States Army, distinguished himself by exceptionally meritorious service while serving his country with honor, dedication, and distinction for over 23 years from 17 May 1982 to 1 March 2006. Sergeant Andrade displayed diverse skills and leadership as an infantryman recruiter and construction engineer sergeant, serving in tough assignments around the world during peacetime and wartime engagements. Sergeant Andrade served as an engineer squad leader during Operation Desert Storm in Kuwait and engineer platoon sergeant in the Balkan peacekeeping mission in Kosovo and Cobra Gold in Thailand. As a recruiter for the Sacramento Recruiting Battalion, he earned consecutive Top Recruiter of the Year honors for the South Bay Recruiting Company and earned the coveted Gold Recruiting Badge with 3 sapphires. As a Site Operations Officer for the United States Pacific Command Representative, Detachment Civic Action Teams Guam, from 28 July 2000 to 30 June 2006, Sergeant Andrade provided outstanding construction engineering expertise and management to 34 civic action teams comprised of 442 Army, Air Force, and Navy personnel deployed to the Federated States of Micronesia and the Republic of Palau. As a result of his oversight, the team's accomplishments over 67,000 man days and $9.7 million of construction. Through his impressive accomplishments and the professionalism, Sergeant Andrade reflected great credit upon himself, the United States Army, and the Department of Defense. I would like to now invite Nini Andrade for the presentation of Certificate of Appreciation. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Army. To all who shall see these presents greetings, by the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Army to Nini Andrade. Your unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during your husband's Army career, your unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible your husband's lasting contributions to the nation. Given this 4th day of November 2005, T.A. Wallace, Lieutenant, CEC, United States Navy.
I'll be on later after that.